This beer review right here goes out to my Canadian brethren and sisterin, Labatt Ice. This one comes in 5.6% ABV, 24-ounce can. And I ended up picking this up at one of my little spots that's close to me. On the channel, I have done the Labatt Blue, but Labatt Ice. Let's see how this actually tastes. And a little bit of fact for you. Ice beers were created in Canada back in 1993. When you think of ice beer here in the States, a lot of times we think of the ones down here by the American breweries, but it was actually Canada. And under Molson, they claimed to be the first ice beer. So I will probably have a video upcoming about how they create ice beer as well for those of you that like the Beer 101 videos. So stay tuned for that. As for this, let's crack it open and let's get it in the glass. It's been a while since I've had an ice beer, so let's see how they do it. Get a nice little pour here. All right. There we go. Check out that fine artwork on the Labatt ice can. I mean, you look at the beer, and it's just like our adjunct lagers that we have here, right? Look at all the bubble action. Good carbonation in play. The head goes down rather quickly, which is like a lot of our adjunct lagers here as well. But, I mean, it's got nice clarity to it. It's got a nice golden yellow type color, like straw type color, a little bit darker than the pale straw, but still that nice yellow tone. And it smells like an adjunct lager, really. You're getting a feel of kind of that Cornish type, grassy type, earthy type feel to the beer. But the thing about the ice beers are, because the way they had froze the beer actually after it was brewed, and then chip some of that out so they can concentrate the aroma and the flavor, they raise the ABV because of that. Which you think now, 5.6% ABV does not sound like a high ABV by any means whatsoever. However, back in the 90s, that was a good little jump for what people were used to with your regular Bud and Coors and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Head's already gone that quickly. Taste-wise? Well, definitely feels like the 90s drinking this beer. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it definitely is a throwback to my younger days when I used to drink beer, first getting into being legal and drinking beer. It's grainy, it's malty, it's crisp, it has a refreshing feel, it's earthy, and it does go down. It has a little bit of a harshness on the back end, kind of a little bit of a harsh type burn, but if you were younger and at kind of those partying type ages, the 20s to the 30s or whatever like that and everything, and you were looking for some cheaper type beer to get your beer on with and get out there and do your thing, this would probably be something you would check out. I did a review years ago about Genesee Ice and almost kind of the same type of thing, but I feel like the Genesee Ice might have been a little bit better. Don't hate it, but it's definitely, for me, past the time of what it actually was. If you're more of that lager type person and you're looking for a little bit more to get kicked up ABV wise, I guess it is something you can roll with. For me on Untapped, not the worst beer I've ever had. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. I think, you know what, if I wanted to save a few dollars, if I was going to like a grill out or something like that, I say I might grab one or two of these. If that was in a cooler or something along those lines, I could drink one or two of these and be okay. And I think you take it for what it is, because every beer has its moment, right? There's always a spot for certain type of beers. So don't be a beer snob out there. But this beer right here, definitely for me, a little bit more limited. But Labatt Ice, I wanted to check it out because, again, Canada were the ones who created ice beer. So what better resource to do than check out an ice beer from Canada? If you've had this one, let me know what you thought of it. Drop a comment below and check out this other video popping up here if you want to see more beer reviews. Cheers.